lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Everyone remembers the legends. The year 1973 belonged to giants like Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Al Green, and the OJs. But while those icons were making history, another group of artists quietly released songs that stopped listeners in their tracks. Some climbed the charts, some disappeared almost overnight, and some never had another hit again. Yet more than 50 years later, these records are still being sampled, collected, and rediscovered by music lovers around the world. So why were they forgotten? Were they simply unlucky? Or did the music industry move on too quickly? Tonight, we're uncovering 12 incredible soul gems from 1973 that deserve another chance to shine. By the end of this video, you may discover a new favorite or finally learn the story behind a song you've loved for years. If you enjoy classic R&B and soul documentaries, subscribe to The Groove Files and let's step back into one of the greatest years in music history. 12. Love Jones, Brighter Side of Darkness.
And the way I feel, knowing that you should have...
Sometimes a single song can tell an entire story. That's exactly what happened when Chicago teenagers Brighter Side of Darkness released Love Jones.
Like last Friday.
Unlike the powerhouse soul records dominating radio, this one took a quieter approach. It blended spoken word poetry with soft strings and gentle grooves, creating something that felt deeply personal. It sounded less like a performance and more like someone sharing pages from a diary. Perhaps that's why audiences connected with it so quickly. The emotion felt genuine because it was.
And the need is so strong.
Most of the group members were still teenagers, singing about young love with a sincerity that couldn't be manufactured in a recording studio. The song became a major R&B success and introduced a fresh style that would later influence spoken word soul, neo-soul, and even hip-hop storytelling.
I couldn't account for my actions afterwards.
Unfortunately, lightning never struck twice. The pressure to deliver another hit proved difficult, and within a short time, the group quietly disappeared from the spotlight.
It's almost like that of a junkie.
But Love Jones never really faded away. Collectors still search for original pressings, soul DJs continue spinning it, and younger listeners are discovering its timeless charm for the very first time.
Listen to me, girl. Please, listen to me.
It's proof that sometimes one unforgettable song is enough to secure a place in music history.
When Mr. Russell was giving us the chance, I was singing.
11. Misdemeanor, Foster Silvers. Imagine becoming a national recording star before your teenage years were even over. That's exactly what happened to Foster Silvers. At just 12 years old, he released Misdemeanor, a record bursting with youthful confidence, funky bass lines, bright guitar riffs, and an infectious groove that instantly stood out. What impressed audiences wasn't simply his age, it was his confidence. He sounded completely comfortable leading a professional recording, something many adult performers struggle to do. Music critics predicted an exciting future. Many believed Foster would become one of the next major stars of the decade. But the music business rarely follows expectations. As musical trends changed and competition increased, Foster's solo career slowed before it truly had the chance to blossom. Still, Misdemeanor refused to disappear. Its irresistible rhythm found new life decades later through hip-hop sampling, introducing the song to audiences who may never have realized they were listening to a forgotten soul classic. Sometimes a great groove never grows old. 10. Why Can't We Live Together? Timmy Thomas. Some songs become classics because of elaborate production. Others succeed because of what they leave out.
Why can't we live together?
When Timmy Thomas recorded Why Can't We Live Together, he kept everything remarkably simple. An organ, a drum machine, and one heartfelt voice. That was enough.
Little peace in this world. No more war.
Released during one of America's most divided moments, the song carried a message of peace that felt honest rather than political.
There's some peace in this world.
Thomas didn't shout. He simply asked the question that still resonates today. Why can't we live together? The stripped-down arrangement gave every lyric room to breathe, allowing emotion, not production, to take center stage. The song became a major crossover hit and quietly influenced generations of producers. Long before minimalist production became fashionable, Timmy Thomas had already shown how powerful simplicity could be.
Why can't we live together?
Although he never reached the same commercial heights again, this single continues to inspire artists across R&B, electronic music, and even modern gospel. More than 50 years later, its message feels just as relevant.
Live together. Why can't we live together?
Before we reveal the rest of our list, if you're enjoying this trip back through soul music history, take a second to like this video and subscribe to The Groove Files. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you the untold stories behind the greatest R&B and soul records ever made. Now, let's get back to the countdown. 9. I'm Doing Fine Now. New York City Heartbreak.
Without you, baby.
Usually dominates soul music, but every once in a while, a song reminds us that healing can sound just as beautiful.
Without you, baby.
That's exactly what New York City accomplished with I'm Doing Fine Now. Wrapped in lush Philadelphia-style strings, elegant harmonies, and a smooth rhythm section, the record celebrated moving forward instead of looking back. Listeners immediately embraced its optimistic spirit. It quickly became one of the standout crossover hits of 1973 and showcased everything fans loved about the Philadelphia soul movement.
I met someone else.
Beautiful arrangements, emotional vocals, and sophisticated songwriting.
I'm doing fine now.
Unfortunately, commercial success proved difficult to repeat. Despite releasing more music, the group never matched the popularity of their signature hit.
I'm doing fine now.
Yet decades later, I'm Doing Fine Now still sounds fresh. Its warm production and uplifting message make it a record that feels just as comforting today as it did in the early 70s. Sometimes, the greatest soul songs don't make you cry. They remind you that brighter days are ahead.
I'm doing fine now.
8. Wildflower, Skylark.
Still rings in midnight silence.
Every generation has one song that seems to stop time. For many listeners in 1973, that song was Wildflower.
And many times.
Recorded by Canadian band Skylark, the ballad blended gentle piano, sweeping orchestration, and one of the most heartfelt vocal performances of the decade.
That only she can hear and so.
Rather than relying on dramatic production, the song allowed its melody to do the emotional work. It felt intimate, honest, almost fragile. Audiences connected immediately.
Truthful world was about to fall in.
The record climbed the charts and became the defining moment of Skylark's career. Sadly, no future release reached the same level of success. The band eventually faded, but the song refused to disappear.
I should hold her. Let me hold her for.
Over the years, Wildflower has been covered by numerous artists and sampled by hip-hop producers, introducing its timeless melody to entirely new audiences. It's one of those rare songs that never feels tied to one particular decade. Beautiful music simply doesn't age.
The only freedom that you know.
7. Pillow Talk, Sylvia Robinson. Long before she helped change music history behind the scenes, Sylvia Robinson shocked radio listeners with one of the boldest soul recordings of the early 70s. Pillow Talk wasn't loud, it wasn't flashy. Instead, it relied on whispered vocals, silky strings, and a slow, hypnotic groove that created an atmosphere unlike almost anything else on the air. At a time when many soul songs focused on powerful vocals, Sylvia proved that subtlety could be just as captivating. The record became a major crossover success and quietly opened the door for the smooth, intimate style that would later define Quiet Storm radio. Ironically, Sylvia's greatest legacy would come after her singing career. As the co-founder of Sugar Hill Records, she helped launch commercial hip-hop into the mainstream, forever changing popular music. But before making history as an executive, she gave the world one unforgettable slow jam that still sounds elegant more than 5 decades later. 6. I Can't Stand the Rain, Ann Peebles. Some songs don't just capture heartbreak, they become the soundtrack for it. When Ann Peebles released I Can't Stand the Rain, she delivered one of the most haunting soul recordings of the 1970s.
It's my window.
From the opening electric piano to the unforgettable rhythm, every note created an atmosphere that felt heavy with emotion.
Get off my window.
Instead of overpowering the listener, Ann's voice drew you in with quiet strength, making every lyric feel deeply personal. The song became one of her signature recordings and earned praise for its originality. While she remained highly respected within soul music, mainstream crossover success never fully matched the brilliance of this record. Its influence, however, has never faded. Artists across R&B, hip-hop, and pop have sampled and covered the song for decades, proving that truly great music never goes out of style. More than 50 years later, I Can't Stand the Rain still sounds as fresh and as heartbreaking as ever. 5. Also Sprach Zarathustra, 2001, Eumir Deodato. Who would have imagined that a classical composition could become one of the coolest grooves of the decade? Brazilian pianist and arranger Eumir Deodato took Richard Strauss's famous orchestral masterpiece and transformed it into a jazz-funk sensation. The result was unlike anything listeners had heard before. Powerful brass, infectious bass lines, crisp percussion, and smooth keyboard work combined to create a recording that felt sophisticated while remaining incredibly fun to listen to. The gamble paid off. The instrumental climbed the charts, won a Grammy Award, and introduced millions of listeners to a completely different side of instrumental music. Although Deodato never enjoyed another hit on the same scale, this performance became his defining achievement. Even today, it remains a reminder that great musicians aren't afraid to experiment, and sometimes those risks create timeless classics. 4. Drift Away, Dobie Gray.
Understand the things I do.
Sometimes the perfect song arrives at exactly the right moment.
I wanna get lost in your rock and roll.
When Dobie Gray recorded Drift Away, he wasn't chasing trends. He simply delivered an honest performance built around warmth, hope, and the healing power of music.
I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift.
His rich, soulful voice turned a simple melody into something unforgettable.
I'm counting on you to
The lyrics spoke directly to anyone who had ever found comfort in a favorite record during difficult times. Audiences embraced it immediately.
Beginning to think that I'm wasting time.
Although Dobie Gray recorded many excellent songs throughout his career, Drift Away became the one that generations continued returning to. Its message has remained universal.
And drift away.
No matter the decade, music still has the power to lift our spirits, and this song reminds us exactly why.
So unkind.
3. Leaving Me, The Independents. Not every unforgettable soul record became an international smash. Some quietly earned their place through pure emotion. Chicago vocal group The Independents delivered one of those hidden treasures with Leaving Me, blending elegant harmonies, heartfelt lyrics, and a gentle groove. The song captured the pain of watching love slowly disappear. Unlike many dramatic breakup songs, this one felt restrained. Its emotion came through honesty rather than theatrics. Although the group never became household names, soul fans continue to celebrate this recording as one of the era's overlooked masterpieces. It's the kind of song that reminds you how many incredible records slipped through the cracks during soul music's golden age. 2. Midnight Train to Georgia, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Some songs define an artist's entire legacy. For Gladys Knight and the Pips, Midnight Train to Georgia became that record. Built around a moving story of love, sacrifice, and choosing happiness over fame, the song struck an emotional chord with listeners across America. Gladys Knight's passionate vocal performance remains one of the greatest in soul history. While the group's flawless harmonies elevated every verse, the record became an instant classic and has never left the conversation whenever the greatest soul songs of all time are discussed. Its success proved that the most powerful stories in music are often the simplest ones. 1. Keep On Truckin', Eddie Kendricks. Our final pick belongs to an artist who stepped out of one legendary group and proved he could shine on his own. After leaving The Temptations, Eddie Kendricks faced enormous expectations. His answer was Keep On Truckin', driven by an irresistible groove, soaring falsetto, and infectious rhythm. The record became one of the defining soul hits of 1973. It showcased Kendrick's signature voice while embracing the dance floor energy that would soon dominate the decade. More importantly, it proved he didn't need one of the greatest vocal groups in history standing beside him. He was a star in his own right. Today, Keep On Truckin' remains one of the standout recordings of the era, celebrating confidence, perseverance, and the joy that made 1970s soul music so unforgettable. The early 1970s gave us some of the greatest soul music ever recorded. While many of these artists never enjoyed long runs at the top of the charts, their music has outlived trends, generations, and even the radio stations that first played them. That's the magic of a truly great song. It doesn't need dozens of hit singles to leave a lasting legacy. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which forgotten soul classic from the 1970s do you think deserves more recognition? Share your favorite in the comments. You might inspire someone else to discover a timeless record they've never heard before. If you enjoyed this journey through soul music history, Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to The Groove Files, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the legends, hidden gems, and untold stories that shaped R&B and soul music. Until next time, thanks for watching, and keep the groove alive.